Okay, to start, I have some bad news. When you do TOEIC, IELTS, TOEFL, or any type of English test, there's a good chance you're not going to understand every word. However, I also have good news. Number one, you don't need to understand every word. A lot of the words won't affect your answer, so you don't even have to worry about it. So if you are panicking about a word, the first thing you want to do is decide, do I need to know this word for the answer? However, if you say yes, you're going to have to guess the meaning of the word. And today we're going to look at strategies of how to do that. So the first strategy you can use is you can use root words, suffixes, and prefixes to guess. So let's look at an example. I'm going to put a couple words up, and the first word is profitable. Now, this might look like a new word to you and say, you might say, I don't know what that means. Don't panic. Look at the root word, profit. You know profit means make money. Look at the suffix, ible, which means people can or you can. For example, if I say this glass is breakable, people can break it. Or if I say my goal is attainable, I can attain it. So profitable means you can make money from it. So if you see a verb plus ible, that is now an adjective, and it means people or you can do it. All right, let's look at another word that comes up. You see the word modernize, and you say, well, I don't know that word. Calm down. You know the root word, modern. Modern is new, up to date, the latest. If you have an adjective plus eyes, it means make it that or make it more of that. So if we look at economize, make more economical. Personalize, make personal. So modernize, you can say, okay, I know modern, which is new. Eyes is make, so make new, make up to date. All right, let's look at one more. We see the word indispensable. You might say, I don't know what that means. First, look at the root word. You see dispense. Now, if you don't know the root word, you're in trouble. You won't figure it out. But dispense means throw away, remove. Dispensable means you can remove it because you have ible. You can remove it. In is not. So indispensable means you shouldn't throw it away. You can't throw it away. So if I say this employee is indispensable for the business, you're saying keep this employee. All right, so one technique is to use suffixes, prefixes, and root words. Now another technique when you don't understand the word is take your finger, put it over the word, read the sentence, and put in your own word. Usually, the word that makes sense to you has the same or a similar meaning as the word you see. For example, we look at this sentence. Although the restaurant was expensive, the food was inedible. Well, you might not know the word inedible. So put your finger down on inedible and say it again with an ending you think makes sense. Like, although the restaurant was expensive, the food was terrible, disgusting. This is a similar meaning to inedible. Inedible means you can't eat it, okay? But it's got the same message. But if I panic and I'm just looking at the word inedible, I'm not going to know what it means. However, if I put my finger over it and use the context in the sentence, I can guess. Let's do another one. Because of his poor work performance, he was terminated. Now, if you didn't know terminated, you would put your finger over it and say, because of his poor work performance, he was fired, demoted, laid off. That would make sense. And let's look at one real example from TOEIC. So here's the sentence. We do our best to ensure that our cabinets are delivered free of defects. Well, Free of means without. We do our best. So I put my finger on top. We do our best to ensure that our cabinets are delivered free of problems, free of issues. Okay, so I can guess the meaning, and defect is a problem with an item. All right, so let's do a little practice. I'd like you to look at number 1 and take your time. You can pause the screen and decide what address means here. So read the sentence. Okay, so I'll give you the answer. It says, I'd like to address some of the recent concerns. So I put my finger over it because I say, I don't know address, and I'd say, I'd like to handle, talk about, focus on, deal with some of the recent concerns. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing the answer is D, okay? Even though I might not know that meaning of address. However, a lot of people will pick A because they're just thinking about, do I know the word? Also look at how it's used in the sentence. Let's do the next one. So what does accustomed mean? Well, I look at this and I say, I don't recognize this word. So I put my finger over it and I say, the new system will save everyone a lot of time reporting sales. Once they get used to it, because they will save time once they get comfortable with, okay. So I'm able to get the answer. I can guess that accustomed means comfortable, used to. Great. And let's do one more. Actually, we're going to do 2 more. So let's look at this sentence. There has been some grumblings that the new system is not as fast as the previous one. Okay. I don't know the word grumble. So I'm going to put my finger over it. There has been some that the new system is not as fast. Well, it's not as fast, so it's not A. People are not happy. They're not excited. I don't think it's hungry. Oh, the answer is C. These people are unhappy because it's not as fast. All right, so we were able to guess from context. And the last one of the day. Unfortunately, whether the company will exist or not in 2 years is unpredictable. Okay. So I'm actually going to use root word. So the root word is predict, which is guess the future. Able means you can. So you can guess the future. You can predict. But we have un, which is negative. So you can't predict it. So if you can't guess it, it is not known. We can't guess it. We can't know it. So when you come to words that you don't know, don't just rely on, oh, I need my dictionary. That is a terrible habit, to always go to your dictionary if you don't know a word. First, take a guess. See if you can predict what the word is. Use suffixes, prefixes, root words, and also use context. Put your finger over it and think of a word that would make sense. All right, so that's the tip today for reading comprehension, and this can be used on all major English tests. Share, like, subscribe. Have a great day, everyone.